Hi everyone, Bill Nichols here, nicholsimages.com. I'm an Orange County-based photographer. I shoot people in places, and then just fun things that I see. Today I'm going to do an unboxing. I have an item that's just coming out. Some of you are going to have it, some of you aren't going to have it yet. I thought I'd unbox it, open it up, show you what it's about. This is going to be part one of a 10-part series over the next 20 days or so of unboxing this, going through it, showing you the best ways to get everything out of it. So with that, let's get started. Today is the Phantom 4. I'm excited about the Phantom 4. I've been a drone user for quite a while. I have a huge quadcopter. It's a Matrix from Turbo Ace. It's more than a meter across. It's gigantic. It takes 20 minutes or so to set up every time that I want to fly it. It was considerably better than the Phantom when the Phantom 3 was out, until the Phantom 3 Pro came out. Now the Phantom 4 has come out, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what, at this price point of $1,400, what the difference is between this and my Turbo Ace. So with that, let's get to the unboxing. A little disclaimer, I already unboxed it, so I know what's inside. I want to be familiar with it. But DJI is not associated with this video. I went out, I bought this. I think right now it's only available at the Apple Store. I went to the Apple Store, I was looking for something else. I saw the Phantom 4, and it was an impulse buy. So with that, let's get started. So the first thing you get is this. Now I saw another unboxing video, and when they opened this up, I thought this was some rigid, great case. It's not a bad case. This is great for storing your Phantom. If you don't have another bag, if you're just storing it around, maybe a carry-on. It's like this kind of rubberized styrofoam. Looks like it's heat molded, injection molded. Really nice big rubbery handle. It's got a little lock here. Take this, turn it, pop it open, and there's the goods. So we'll start with the Phantom. So this is the Phantom 4. I did play around with the Phantom 3 for a little while, just to make myself familiar with it, see what everybody was getting out of it, see what I could get out of it. And really the pictures out of it were great. I like the pictures out of my Matrix at the time better. I had a GoPro Hero 4 Black on it. The Phantom 3 has a 12 megapixel 4K camera, same as this. The cameras are a little bit different, I believe. Right off the bat, from the top, this looks a lot skinnier. You can see it. It's it's a bit skinnier. It's not as the body's not as brought out as much as in the Phantom. When you tip it this way, it's quite a bit fatter. It's kind of blimpy. The hole for the battery is absolutely massive. Really great design. One thing that I didn't like about the Phantom 3 was that the gimbal, when you got it, was just held in place by a little piece of plastic and a little foam block. So I felt like whenever you had it off, whatever you put that Phantom in, that camera could just flop around. And while I hadn't heard of anybody breaking their cameras, it just didn't seem safe. It seemed like if I put it in a backpack or if I just had it sitting somewhere, like I remember I was carrying it and then the controller would hit, I just felt like it was going to break the camera. This one comes with this little plastic brace. Plastic brace snaps onto each leg, and then it's molded around the camera. So it absolutely holds the camera in place. You can see it's not going anywhere. So you can throw this in a bag, not worry about it moving around. My main worry was that if I had it on a plane or in a backpack, it was moving around, that camera was just going to be flopping around without any power applied to it. This looks much better. I've already taken this out, and I took off the stock. I change them out depending on what the day looks like. But I put on an ND filter on here, so you can see this. It's a little black neutral density filter. It's going to cut the exposure down so that it can go with slower shutter times, get a more natural looking motion flow to it. So there's the drone. It's really light. We can open it up here. The controller. So the controller looks almost like the other one. Rabbit ears here that flip up, they angle out. They stop right here, come about this high. Your phone holder or your tablet holder. When I first got the Phantom 3, I don't use a tablet on it because the iPhone's brighter in sunlight. I use an iPhone. I tried using my iPad mini, but I just felt like the glare was too much. So you press this little button here, the top comes up, and this will hold all the way up to the regular iPad Air, down to an iPad mini. But I remember when I first got it, I couldn't figure out how to get my phone in here because this didn't rotate. But there's these two little tabs here. So when you pull these tabs out, your phone rests right in here in a landscape fashion. iPhone 6, 6S, 5, 5S, probably a 4. Put the phone in and then you just put this down on it. Connect the lightning cable to the phone, to the USB on the controller. they're then synced up, and you're going to get the picture from the Phantom. Nice controller. You know, on my other one I have a full-blown Futaba radio. It has like 50 switches on it. I don't know what most of them do. Most of them aren't programmed. Half the time when I take it out, I hit switches, and I always worry about if I've messed something up. On here, it's pretty simple. You have these custom 1 and 2 buttons, which out of the bag, they're set to a follow me for the gimbal, and something else I can't remember what it is on the other one. You've got your mode here for your mode. So you've got your, I think the P is just programmed. You've got a sport and then your attitude mode. Record button, a pause button, your 2 dials here for the trim on your gimbal, return to home dedicated button, and then your controllers. Really nice controller overall, solid. I've flown this Phantom 4 quite a ways away from where I was. Seems like the range is really good. I know it has light bridge down to it, which is amazing for a $1,400 product, because if I wanted to add light bridge to my drone, I think it was $1,000 or $1,300 all on its own. There is a big improvement over this Phantom compared to the others. Somebody made a huge deal about this. I don't think it's a huge deal, but it is nice. The old Phantom, you had to spin the props down. These now, they just go on, so you have a silver band or a black band. So you can see the silver band, maybe there's the black band. Let's see, black, silver. Then on the drone, there's these little black dots, silver dots on the rotors, on the prop engines. And all that you do is you find the silver, tells you which way to turn it to lock it. You just pop it on there and just turn it, and it just locks right on. That's it. And then when you want to get it off, you just back it off. And that is it. So again, you just take the prop, put it on, and just lock it down. You feel it grab, then to get it off, it's not going to just come off. You push down, then go the opposite way and pull it right off. The biggest thing I like about the Phantom over my existing quadcopter, is I can take this out, get to where I'm going, open it up, the blades are on in 20 seconds, the battery's in there, I turn it on, I mount my phone, and I'm flying in, under 5 minutes, right? Probably 2 to 3 minutes in most cases, minus my walk, but actual setup time. With my Matrix one that I have to put the 4 carbon fiber blades on. They each have 2 screws that go far down in the motors. I've got to bring the legs out, I've got to put the 3 batteries on. I've got to do all the calibration, which you have to do on this as well. Calibration's very quick. Calibration on either one's a little bit trickier. You have to flip a switch on the controller, make sure that it responds. You have to turn it off, turn it back on. You have to do a number of things. It probably takes between 10 and 20 minutes to get up and running with the other one. By that time, I'm almost through with the battery on here. You get 2 complete sets of blades. So 4 and 4 in a nice little DJI bag. Your instructions. Your accessory cable, so this is a micro USB to USB cable that plugs into the DJI Phantom 4. This is for doing firmware updates. I don't know if you can do file transfers, I haven't tried it yet, but the card's right here that you can just take out and put into an adapter, or I think this will hook up locally. As you're streaming down to your phone through the light bridge, it is caching that onto your phone so that you can watch a little video of it. I haven't messed around that much. We've got another USB cable here, and then let me grab the battery. I had just taken this out and I was flying in, so I was recharging the battery. You've got the charger here, still have it wrapped in plastic. Your basic charger, it's a 2-way charger. So this charges the battery. It's a new connection from the Phantom 3. This is, it goes either way, so it goes both ways. You don't have to make sure that it's pointed a particular way. Then you have the plug for the remote. The remote has an indicator on there, just like the battery does, letting you know how long it is, how close it is to being fully charged. And on the battery, same thing as the old one. It's a different shape, so they're not interchangeable. It's a new battery, it's slightly bigger. This one is 5,350 milliamp hours. I think the other one was 4,800 milliamp hours. Not positive. But to turn this on, if you haven't flown a Phantom before, you hit it. It's going to give you the status. My battery's dead. It's going to give you the status of the lights, and then you press it down one more time, and it turns on. then you hit it again, and then press it down. So it takes a press and release, then a long press to turn it on, press and release, long press to turn it off. Same thing with a controller. Nice battery, just slides right in. You can't put it in the wrong way really. So if you try, like we'll go upside down here, it's just not gonna go. So if it takes any force, take it out, turn it over, and just put it in, and that's it. You can hear that it just came on. You can see the gimbal powered up. You know, really steady state on the gimbal. Actually a really fantastic camera. I've had a chance to go out and fly some modes with it, some of the new intelligent modes, like the point of interest, the course lock, the sport mode. It's so fast. I'm going to show you those in the upcoming parts. But really today, this is what this was, just a quick unboxing, show you the Phantom 4, and I'd like your feedback. So if you're watching this, post below, let me know what you want to see. I have a plan for the next 20 days of what I'm going to put out. I'm going to try and put out a video every other day. I have topics in there already, but if there's something particular that you want to see that I haven't thought of, comment below, and I will add it into one of the days. So thanks for taking the time to watch. Subscribe, you'll get notifications of videos. I'm just starting my channel out, so I really appreciate it. And thanks for spending your time with me.